Okay, so it has officially been a full week of me eating on a budget as of yesterday, not today. So, what I have left over, I'm going to show you guys the food I have left over. This bread that has now gone moldy. So, if you do make your own bread, we've actually never had bread that we made last this long, because usually like 4 or 5 people are eating it. But yeah, this bread went kind of moldy, and I made it like the second day, so I guess it only lasts like maybe 5 days before it starts growing some mold. But you could probably like get away with like freezing half of it if you're living by yourself, or just eat bread more often when you make it. And I still have this applesauce. I have like a lot of this applesauce left over, probably almost half of it. Got probably like half the bag of carrots left. I have a lot of beans left, more than last time. I have the pinto beans. They smell like beans. I have a pretty decent amount of flour left over. It's like all the way, it's like right about there. So that's, I don't know, maybe another pizza dough's worth of bread. I have probably like half or more of this bag of rice left over. I've only a little bit of peanut butter left over, as you can see. And I have a little bit of oats left over. I think a lot of that went to making oat milk. Some of it went to oatmeal though, definitely. So, as you can see, I have a lot of food left over actually, and when I got home from buying all this food, I added up all the calories. Like, you just find the calorie count, multiply by the serving, and then just keep adding it to each thing. I had like over 30,000 calories for the week, and I usually eat probably around 3,000 calories a day, sometimes more, sometimes I might only eat like 2,500, just depends how hungry I am, like what I did that day. So I guess a good rule of thumb would be like to just kind of figure out what your ballpark is, like what your average is, and then maybe like add 1,000 or 2,000 to it just to be safe so you don't starve for the week. And then like for me, I would only really need like 21,000, maybe 22,000 calories like for the week, and I would be fine. So I had like 8,000 extra calories worth of food left over, and it looks like I have even more than that actually, if I'm just gonna be honest. I probably have like 10,000 calories left of food left over. So yeah, I went a little overboard, and so I definitely could have gotten like maybe I think there's a 2-pound bag of rice, and I probably could have gotten more fruit, or maybe like some spinach or something like that. Like the only real vegetables I got were sweet potatoes and carrots, which I don't know if you know this, but if you boil carrots for long enough, they almost have like the consistency and like relatively similar taste to sweet potatoes. Because when I used to work at a salad restaurant, we made a lot of broth, and sometimes we would eat the carrots out of the broth, like when we would pour the broth in, and then you just like eat the vegetables that had been soaking in it for like 8 hours. And the carrots and the broccoli are my favorite. They're wicked good. Yeah, so that's all the food I have left over. And if you were doing this in real life, you would have food just rolling into the next week. So maybe one week you have to buy a lot of stuff that I did, like your main dishes, I guess you could say, or like your staples, like rice and oats and beans and like stuff like that. And then maybe the next week you can buy more produce type things. And then by the end of that week, you know, maybe you need to like keep kind of alternating. But also, if you are doing this in real life, then like I said in the other videos, you could get like a giant bag of rice and a giant bag of flour that maybe lasts you like a month or more. And then you can be buying more produce like every single week. And you know, this was 30 bucks. It was less than 30 bucks, and I still have like a ton left over. So one thing that I definitely could have done better is just buying less rice. I could have not bought that can of refried beans. I could have bought less applesauce, because I probably could have gone through like the smaller one. And then that would have allowed me to buy like some tomatoes, maybe some spinach, and stuff like that. So, you know, every time you do this, you're only going to get better and better. I feel like I did better this time than I did last time, But you know, next time I feel like I'll still do even better, because I probably won't be buying refried beans. I'll probably have a refried bean recipe for you guys, and then hopefully I won't have any of these left over. So like, I feel like the lower the calorie amount that I can get that's like closer to 21,000, the better, because then I won't have so much wasted food. I won't have bread that's going moldy, you know. I mean, we're not gonna throw the rest of the food away, obviously the moldy bread, but I'm just gonna be incorporating this into like our food, and I might just be eating like the carrots and peanut butter for my breakfast today. I don't know. And on another note, I am really happy that this week is over, because although I had a lot of fun this week, and I had a lot of fun like trying different recipes, just trying to be really creative, and I purposely get things that look like it's gonna make for a really bland week, just to show how creative you can get. Like when I made like leftover pizza the other day, it started off as taco pizza, but then I quickly was like, it's not very much taco pizza. It's more like just kind of leftovers what I have in the fridge, and that's like you know, it's a good lesson. If you have if you have leftovers, you can just make that crust in like half an hour, and then just put whatever you want on it. It's a really great last minute crust, and it's like a really good combination of like crunchy and fluffy. Like I really like that crust. But yeah, I'm really glad that it's over, just because, like I said, as much as I like making those videos, it was also really difficult because I didn't have like almost any time to do anything else, especially on days that I had to go to work at Trader Joe's. Like that was especially difficult because I don't know how many of you guys have a YouTube channel, but if you are shooting a video for today and editing yesterday's video, like both of those things take many hours. So if you put two many-hour things, you're left with like no hours left. So during these weeks, I will usually just sleep a lot less. But now I am finally caught back up on my sleep, and it's nice. So yeah, I'm just glad that it's over, and I'm glad that I can go back to just making videos through part of my day. I mean, I like doing vlogs and stuff. Like if I can do like a vlog and then edit like the next day, that's great. But it's just really hard to shoot a video and edit yesterday's video and like just like keep consistently coming out with stuff. And like you post something at 6 p.m. and then you're like, okay, well, gotta start just working on the next one. Just forget about that one, start working on this one. So yeah, I have actually a couple videos that I shot before this week that I didn't get around to editing. So I have you know what, I'm not gonna tell you what videos they are, but there's 2 more videos. I just shot a video right before this, so you're still gonna be seeing like a bunch of videos from me, probably not every day, but yeah, that's all that I learned from this week, and I'll probably be doing this sometime later this summer, because I like doing it when I don't have coaching, because I'm also a cross-country and track and field coach at Lemoyne, which is a D2 college near me. So I will probably be doing this probably a couple times during the summer, but one thing that's also really difficult about doing this is my mom and my dad are both really great cooks, and they cook all the time. And I had to pass up on my mom's lasagna. She made strawberry shortcakes, like just store-bought hummus. Pass up on like a lot of things, and like even in one of the videos, Kara's like, oh, do you want to go to Strong Hearts? I was like, nah, I can't. I'm doing this budget thing, you know, and it doesn't fit into the budget. Anyway, rambling now. So that's all the video I got for you guys today. So I guess the cool kids on YouTube always like end their videos by going like this. Wait, what? How do they do it?